Yes, the boohoo effect here. Trollup Rullez. How desperate have we become? Trying to once again frame me for being a perverted pedo. Something that I would imagine you are more familiar with. You know, like mimicking this name right here. Trollup Rullez. Trolley Rullez. You know, if you don't want to be lumped in with Daniel Mitchell, then don't emulate his name. Now you have to ask yourself, why would somebody emulate a name connected to Daniel Mitchell? You have to wonder. You know, and given your little perverted little cover-up of a man pretending to be a woman, it's quite revealing, questionable. But again, you're trying to take something out of context, like the last video that I debunked that you tried to do, attempted to do, and I debunked it, and we're going to do it again. Let's give the backdrop of this comment. I have debunked this allegation before. I don't know if you've been around. You seem to be missing a lot when things seem to go against you. But this comment, guess what the theme is? Guess what the theme, the main point of this comment? It's calling out Forrest and his, well, scrupulous dark history. See, it's all about Forrest. Now, why would that be? Why would I be bringing out so much information against Forrest? And this is at a time when nobody knew who Trolley Rullez was. You see, Trolley Rullez at this time was calling out Montegraph. Montegraph at this time was supposed to be the bad boy, the bad person for being on the Master Chan site, you know, that houses and entertains sickos. That's into some nasty things, you know, like necrophilia, crimes against children. So, guess who I thought Trolley Rullez could have been? Framing Montegraph. Because I was one of those that didn't exactly initially buy into the story of all what was going against Montegraph. I thought he was being framed, and turned out he was. I thought he was Forrest. And you can read here how I focused on Forrest, because I didn't want to go and outright accuse him, because I wasn't for sure. I don't read minds. But I had a pretty good hunch at this time, so I thought. And so I said everything about Forrest, everything but directly accusing him. So you're once again debunked. And this right here, trying to accuse me like, you know, Agent did in the past of handing over his daughter's name. I did not know that he was a sick person. Because remember, at this time, like I said before, everybody thought it was Montegraph. Yeah, so, you know, and you are taking the word of Katie now? So you're saying Katie tells the truth? I debunked that. You're trying to lump me in onto something that you are probably doing behind the scenes and stand for. You took a comment out of context that I was calling out the Bubba effect about. I was mocking him for being a pedo, and rightfully so, because his partner in crime for stalking an underage girl was convicted for that offense. And the Bubba effect disappeared off the face of the earth because he no doubt was threatened and talked to by law enforcement. So Trollup Rullez, or is it Trolley Rullez? Once again, you failed. And once again, you lose at your own game. You better look at your own corner, because you, Trolley Rullez, not only do you emulate Daniel Marion Mitchell's name to this day, you know, especially with the hindsight, the information that we now clearly have of Daniel Mitchell, but you are carrying that name still. You could easily change it, but you don't. You choose not to, don't you? Yeah, very strange. And you also support somebody that stalks and exploits children. You support somebody openly that preys on children without a shadow of a doubt. There's evidence presented that she does, live video recordings of what she does. She admits it out of her own mouth, and you still support that. You have no room to be calling out other people for preying on children, because you support somebody that actually preys on children. So you can keep trying, Trollup. Keep trying to pull your slanderous schemes, because nobody buys into your stories anymore. Your channel is all fraudulent. It's all lies, Trollup, okay? You don't know what you're talking about half the time. And the other half, when you're speaking, presenting your videos, it's a lie. So that's all I have on this video. We'll see you in the next one.